You're working towards building the wardrobe of your dream, but you feel like you're just starting all the way over. You don't really have pieces in your closet that you are loving, and you're not quite sure what are those like essentials, what are those like have to have pieces to really start your wardrobe off strong and give you that foundation. And this is something I get asked all the time. Like if I had to start over from scratch, you get 10 pieces, 10 pieces. What would they be? So that is what I'm going to share with you today. Welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new here, I am Jordan Blackwell, former Lord. Try again. Welcome back. If you happen to be new here, I am Jordan Blackwell, former materials engineer turned lifestyle content creator behind Little Miss JB Style, sharing with you life's possibilities through style. And I really am here to help you not just find what looks good, because of course I want you to look good, but I really want to urge you to shift your mindset to also focus on what makes you feel good, because when you feel good in the pieces that you own, you're gonna look good, and that's gonna really show through. And that is a huge part of having just like that killer style that you are looking to have, of building that wardrobe. A huge part of that is confidence. So I'm here to help you with that. And let's dive right in. Like, what is the very first thing if I was going to start my wardrobe over from scratch? The very first thing that I would have to buy is non-boring high-waisted pants. Okay, look, hear me out. I know a lot of people feel like the first thing you should buy is like a basic. Now, on the other side of finally finding my style, knowing what I personally like to wear, knowing what makes me feel good, I find that I feel more comfortable in bold pants and fun pants, whether that is some high-waisted denim, right? I have these high-waisted pants from Zara and these white jeans from H&M that literally get so many compliments. And I have just found that it's such an easy way for me to always kind of effortlessly give that cool girl chic that I love to have in my looks, is wearing a piece that is non-boring. Like, that to me is one of the biggest tips. And that's just what I've learned over the years of just playing around with my style, really seeing what works, really seeing what works, and what, again, I just feel like my best self in. So for me, that looks like a fun pair of pants, and it doesn't have to be jeans. I know jeans isn't everybody's take. I love a good pair of like patterned, high-waisted, like breezy pants, especially in the summer. I feel like I'm coming into my Tracy Ellis Ross era, just really enjoying life. And I feel like she's kind of been a blueprint this last year or two into kind of like where my style has personally been going towards as I kind of look at it in a full picture. So really fun pants, whether that's some nice high-waisted white pants, whether that's these amazing essential Antwerp pants that I got on killer sale, y'all. That story, originally they were $300, and when I tell you the universe conspired for me to have them, because when I went to finally go purchase them, they were $60. They were $60. And these are some of my most complimented pants, and I love to throw these on in the summer with just an easy top, and it makes the statement for me. Again, it's very low effort. I just throw them on. I don't have to do extra styling, extra layering to make it look cool. The pants do the job. And so that's why that is like the first piece I would have to go ahead and start with, is to make sure I have a good pair of denim, because I do like jeans. I'm a denim girly, especially just like growing up in the 90s era. Denim was it. Like, leggings really were not kind of the go-to for me until college, and even then they were just. So the first item would be definitely a good pair of like statement-ish high-waisted jeans, especially some wide leg jeans. I just feel like those for me have always been something that I've reached for, even since like high school. Like, that's just a comfort item for me, but also looks really, really good when styled up and really done right. Then the second thing is fun wide leg pants that are more maybe for your 9 to 5 or for the weekend, or just like for summer. I just feel like those for me, hands down, I have to have those in my wardrobe. They're just a fun way for me to express my personality while still being comfortable and still looking put together. And the places I love to shop for those kinds of things are, honestly, I find them just about everywhere. Like, Zara's really good, ASOS is really good, H&M is amazing. Free People has slowly started to come up on my radar a little bit more. I don't think that's a brand a lot of people look to naturally when it comes to like fun pieces. Oh, and Other Stories too. I love And Other Stories. I feel like they're not always the first place I go to, but on occasion they have some really, really great pieces that just really set off an outfit. The third thing is a basic. It is an essential, and that's a racer back tank top. I cannot get enough of just a good ribbed racer back tank top. It is literally, I would call it like the glue to a lot of outfits. When you're thinking about basics, especially as a person who maybe has more expressive style, you like statement pieces, a good basic like that, a good tank top like that really brings your outfit together. Whenever I'm in doubt, if I have some very bold statement pants, I do reach for a very easy, basic ribbed tank top. I just feel so comfortable in those. And the reason I choose a tank top, I've talked about this, I sweat real easily. I don't know what that is. I don't know what genes my parents cursed me with on that one, but I sweat. So I don't like anything with tight sleeves, especially in the armpit area. You'll notice if you go through like my style over on Instagram, even here, a lot of my tops are not tight in the arms for that reason. I don't like that feeling at all. So that's why a tank top and a racer back tank top for me, it's like, it's an essential. And you can wear it for any occasion. That's the other thing I always keep in mind when I'm buying pieces. Versatility is a must. Like if I cannot think about 5 different ways within the current year to wear a piece I'm about to buy, I'm not gonna buy it. And I truly challenge myself because I like a good challenge. If I also see myself for next year, some ways that I would style it as well. One of the things that I pride myself in, if you watch my channel, I rewear my stuff. And I do make it a point when I do my wardrobe clean outs, I have a whole video on like how I do that process to really find my style. But I'll make a point if there's something in there that I see that I haven't worn in a while, I will like write down like, hey bro, next week we're gonna try and style that piece. And if I truly can't make it happen, then I'll consider letting it go. But a racerback tank top is never one of those pieces. I'm never struggling with when to wear those or the lack of wearing them. They're always just one of those easy to throw on. I can throw it on under a blazer with some nice pants for work. I can throw it on with some jeans and some heels just to go quickly run some errands. It really just is a piece that brings your wardrobe together, and that's very important to think about when you're thinking about yourself. Like I mentioned, I like more expressive pants, therefore a lot of my tops you'll notice are not crazy like frilly or colorful or too extra, because I use those to kind of glue my outfits together, knowing that I like pants that make a statement or knowing that I like jackets that make a statement. I need that glue item. I need the item that's just gonna bring it all together effortlessly. And racerback tank tops, again, are something you can get anywhere. Target has an amazing selection for like under $10. I think H&M, I love to get tank tops from there as well. I think they last really, really well. I've never felt like I needed to buy a designer brand of tank top. It's just never felt like, hey, their quality is that much better. So I wouldn't say that you need to spend a lot of money just because it's something you're gonna wear often. There are a lot of affordable and like mid-range prices that you could get these pieces at that will last you for years. The fourth thing is gonna seem a little boring, but actually it has so much range and so much versatility, and that is button-ups, okay? And I need 2 different kind of button-ups. I need an oversized button-up, and then I need crop button-ups. I have just found these are so versatile, they are so comfortable, and either one that you choose really can give edgy, really can give fashion forward. It's not like your mom's button up that she wore to work tucked into her pants and it's like form fitted. It's not giving like, y'all remember Hitch and Eva Mendes and like her button up situation? While I loved that, there are so many new variations on button ups now that they just like, they go, like they literally can set off an outfit. Like an oversized button up over some pants is giving like that really cool art teacher, right? We all remember her. Like she came in looking amazing with her oversized button-ups, her fun pants, and the geometric like earrings and things like that. I love a good oversized button-up to kind of give that art school teacher effect over some pants, but also by itself, it's a dress. Like there's nothing more easy and breezy when I'm in a rush. It is hot outside. I mean like hot, and there's just no room for clothes. An oversized button-up with like some ankle booties or with some sneakers is a very easy, effortless outfit that always looks put together. And you can layer that with a blazer, you can layer that with like a denim jacket, you can layer that with like a trench coat. There's so many ways that you can really like freak an oversized button up. That's why I have to always have at least one, but I have a couple. Like I have a plain white one that I got from TJ Maxx like 5 years ago, and I've really tried to find a similar one because I know that one is circling the drain very soon. It's starting to get a little raggedy, a little dusty. But then I also have some in colors. I have this purple one from ASOS, this amazing leopard print one from River Island. I'm eyeing up one from Ghani that's also leopard print. So an oversized button up literally goes such a long way, and I have an entire video on how you can restyle oversized button-ups, which is why that to me is also a perfect choice, because even with a plain button-up, again, you can freak it a lot of different ways to just restyle or to like tie up or tuck or do cool things with a button-up. It gives you so much range. It gives you so much bang for your buck, which again are pieces I love, love, love. And on the flip side, the cropped button-ups, because I definitely am a crop top, high-waisted bottom girly. I've accepted this like 99% of the time. That's the outfit combo I am going for. It's just so easy. It's so effortless for me. And I love the crop button-ups because it still kind of gives that like nod to professionalism, but is very cool, girl. It is very unexpected, and you can do a lot with it. I feel like it can dress up a pair of jeans, or you can dress it down casually with like a romper situation or a matching set if you really want to. Crop button-ups are like newer to the scene, but they are one of my favorites. Like I just feel like there's so many opportunities for you to use it by itself, but then for you to also layer it. Like a crop button up is such an easy like layering piece to like under say a sweatshirt or under a jacket, something like that, where you want the collar to poke out and you want the sleeves to poke out and look really cute, but you don't want the bulk of just like an oversized button up or a regular button up because you're always trying to figure out what to do with the bottom, like you struggling. We don't got time because I like effortless. I do. Like, while I don't mind putting in the effort to find the right pieces, and I urge you, literally, as I'm talking about this, be so picky. Be so picky. Like, have that patience. When I'm starting from scratch, even though I would want pieces right now, I'm not gonna rush it. I have learned from time and time again, like those impulse buys or buying the just okay pieces have been a waste of money over the years. Like, there are a couple of impulse purchases for me that actually have done really well, but I have found like making myself wait and being picky, even with essentials, even with basics, to make sure it's exactly what I want. That has saved me so much money, and those are the pieces that I do wear more often than the pieces I just got like that one time off the cuff, like no real thought behind it. What number does that put us on? 6. 6. So number 6 is actually an accessory that is ankle boots, and specifically a little bit taller ankle boots with a thicker heel. I am a millennial through and through. Okay, I have really tried to be like a sneaker with dress girly. I've tried to be a sneaker with the skirts girly. I haven't found the right combination. I'm not mad at it. I love the concept, and being in my big 30s, having torn my ACL twice, I am very, very, very picky about shoes. I have to be comfortable because babes, I like to drop it low. Like these knees, they trying to be as much like Megan as they can for as long as they can. And I have just found that ankle boots, especially with the thicker heels, they're so comfortable, like way more comfortable than just like pointed toed heels, like the red bottoms. I'm not buying uncomfortable shoes for the sake of looking good, for the sake of clout. Not doing it. When I want to look chic and put together and grown up, but I still want to be comfortable, I have just found high-heeled ankle boots have come through for me time and time and time again. Like, they really will elevate my outfit without making me uncomfortable. And again, that for me is that fine line that truly is the difference between like, okay, she look good and I am bad. Because when you are restricted by your outfit and you really can't move and groove and live the life how you want to live in an outfit, it shows. Like, in the confidence of like, no, not only do I look good, but I'm gonna be able to get it in this, it hits so different. I will not lie, finding good ankle boots can feel like a struggle, especially because I have size 9.5, like wider feet. Like, so usually I end up in a size 10 a lot of the times, even though like from a length perspective, I'm about a 9, honestly, but my feet is a little flipperish. They're a little wide body. So honestly, like the number one place most of my ankle boots are actually from are from ASOS. Now, they are not ASOS brand, but I love places like ASOS, similar to like Macy's or Nordstrom, right? It's basically a huge department store. Like ASOS is an online department store, but a lot of the brands that they carry are actually from like the UK and stuff. So they're not a lot of brands that most of us here in the US know or like can easily shop at, right? Like Pull and Bear, Bershka, so like Simi London. These are just not shops that are easily accessible here in the US. So I love ASOS for that reason, because it really has broadened my horizons to other brands outside of just Forever 21 or H&M, things like that, that are affordable and still good quality, just not here in the US. So ASOS, hands down, especially if you're looking for like fun ankle boots, right? Like, I obviously have classic colors, black and white, but I also love a good monochrome look. That is one of my sneaky style tips that I talk about in basically all of my videos. Like, if you want to effortlessly look good, but introduce colors to your wardrobe, monochrome, and thank me later. Just, even if you do one color head to toe and play with texture, that's a conversation for another day though. We won't get too deep today. Now, item number 7 is a good cropped jacket. I like to show off the body. Okay, I have worked hard for this body. I have been in the gym, literally making sure that I don't miss more than like a week at most. And I've been doing a good job for almost 5 years now. It is so insane. On Instagram, I love to start off the week on Mondays asking like, what was the one thing over the weekend that brought you the most joy? And one of my followers was sharing with me hitting the gym. And I was looking at my old videos and realized I have not been physically in the gym since 2020. Like, I have been working out from home for 4 years now, and I'm really proud of that fact, like, because it can be so easy to like quit on yourself, especially with something like that, especially being at home. It's so easy to kind of just be like, well, not today, I don't want to. So as a celebration to myself for putting in this work, continuing to show up for myself, especially in that way, I do like to show off the body now. I'm finally confident now in my body and in myself and how I look. And so a good crop jacket, I love a good crop jacket, and this can be any style. You could do a denim jacket, bomber jackets. I love a good like aviator faux fur moment, especially in the winter. It gives what it needs to give. It gives what it needs to give. She's giving body, she's giving looks, she's giving chic, she's giving a little bit of edge. That is my cup of tea, hands down. On the flip side though, I also do need a maxi style jacket as well. And what I've realized when it comes to my maxi style jackets, it needs to be something with texture or pattern. I don't like plain long jackets like the classic wool coats that everyone says you need, or like the classic puffer jackets. Those don't do it for me. Those are not something that I would spend my money on. Like, I understand why those are usually like the safe choice, the choice that a lot of people tell you to make like a good plain black jacket or a camel coat. Yeah, that's not for me. I know that a huge part of that is just living in the Midwest. And so when it's cold, your coat's the outfit. Like, your jacket's gonna be the outfit. You don't have to worry about what's underneath if you got a great coat, a good pair of shoes, and maybe some fun accessories. Like, that's the outfit. So knowing that, while you could go out and get obviously like the quintessential, the essential, basic must-have coat, there's nothing wrong with that. I know for me, if I was starting over, I wouldn't start there. I wouldn't start there because those are gonna be really easy to find. You can find those a dime a dozen in any store, but what is a little bit more difficult is a good crop jacket that lands exactly where you want it to land, is a good maxi coat in a fun color or in a fun pattern. Those take a lot more time. And when I'm starting out, that's also the other thing I'm considering. I'm going to start with the pieces I know that are going to be harder to find, because everything else will be easy after that. And it'll be an easy win after that. I'm not just gonna go for like the easy couple pieces here and there, because when you think about the covetable style, you think about Janae Naylor, you think about Monroe Steele, you think about the girlies in that space, a lot of the pieces you're loving are not the basics, are not the everyday pieces, and they're not even like the latest, greatest like designer piece that you can go pick up and buy right now. It's probably a piece that is very unique and they've had for years. And I get that a lot too with a lot of my videos. A lot of the pieces that you love in my outfits are older pieces, are pieces that I have just taken care of, but were that one-off piece that were a little bit more expressive. And that's why if I was starting over doing good outerwear, I would definitely be looking for those more statement one-off pieces, because they are just gonna take more time to really sift through and find what I like and find what works for me. Now, places to shop for those kind of jackets are also anywhere. Like that, I will stress, like some of my favorite denim jackets are from Forever 21. Like, they get all the compliments. My oversized denim jacket from there literally get asked about every time I put it on my body. I have great jackets from ASOS. I have great jackets from H&M, and even like smaller brands, Menier Devoir, local boutiques in my area. I have some really fun jackets from places that are just out of business now. And that's another takeaway I really hope you're getting from this video. You do not have to go straight to the designer. You do not have to go straight to fast fashion. There are so many options in between, and I urge you to be open-minded about that. I really feel like you can find what you're looking for at any price point and just about anywhere. I find the most unexpected things at places, even thrifting. And when I first started my style journey, because of where I lived, I didn't have access to a lot of brands. That thrifting was the only way for me to actually find fun pieces that fit my body, because that was the Paris Hilton era when I grew up and also lived in a predominantly white town. So I couldn't fit in Hollister. I couldn't fit in Abercrombie and Fitch. I couldn't fit in American Eagle. Those were not for me. So I had to go to the thrift shop to find some of those pieces that I was really, really looking for, whether that was jeans or outerwear or button-ups. So I urge you, as you are thinking about building out your wardrobe, that does not mean you have to buy brand new, and that doesn't mean you have to, again, like invest in like designer or like even mid-range. You can find good quality pieces at any price range that will work for your style. Now, this is a twofer, but I want to count it as one because I just do, and it's matching sets. That should not surprise you. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm a set girly. I am a set girly. When in doubt, when I do not have time to think, a matching set. Or at the very least, two pieces that look like they could be a matching set. That's my jam 90% of the time when I want to look good, say I want to wear color, say I want to incorporate some cool texture. A matching set, a matching set. I'm not really picky on like a pant matching set versus like a skirt matching set. I can do both. I love both. And I feel like depending on the season, one gets worn more than the other. But a good matching set honestly feels like an essential. And I also would say, because I like to work out, I'm also including like workout sets in this matching set category as well, because I work out 4 to 5 times a week. So I do need workout clothes. So I also think about that in my wardrobe building, not just like what I need for work or what I need for the weekend, but all aspects of life. So a matching set literally is the GOAT for me. So a good matching set, if I was starting over, I would absolutely have to have at least one of those, if not like 2 or 3. Obviously, like workout sets aside, I would need 5, just because I'm not re-wearing the same set to work out in. Like I'm not, that's a no for me. But a matching set, especially if you are just starting out with your style, is a great place to start, because again, it's very low effort. You don't have to think a lot about it, and you know you're gonna look put together. Realizing I'm gonna have a couple bonus items, but that's because they are more accessories. So I'm gonna get into that in a second. The other thing that I absolutely would need to have starting over is a good dress. I personally prefer a good maxi dress, and not like a breezy maxi dress. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I have found just like a good everyday maxi dress, like this one I have from LNA. I love this dress so much. It's definitely one of those everyday throw on dresses. It's just so comfortable and so easy. I even like rib styles like these in long sleeve versions as well, just for something effortless and to always look put together. I feel like these are something that, regardless of your style, can go a very long way. You can get these in neutral colors, in browns and tans, in whites and blacks, but then you can also get really fun colors. I have this green one from NAKD, right? Like these dresses are such a great place to start, whether you just want to wear it as is and add some fun sneakers and a bag, or you can really layer these up to have a lot more fun as well. You can add fun belts, you can add outerwear, and really make these your own and really personalize it from there. I will say I'm a bit surprised, because I wasn't really a dress girl growing up at all. Like that was just never my choice. Even like for prom and stuff, it felt like pulling teeth trying to find a dress I didn't absolutely hate on myself or just felt like too girly. But now I do love a very easy dress, because it can be so effortless and it is always chic, especially when you find a style that sits on you just right and makes you feel absolutely amazing. It can go such a long way with just making your mornings more effortless. And I talk about this in my video on how to realistically create a uniform. The biggest thing is like always to keep in mind what you not only look good in, but what do you feel good in? Like what feels good on your body? And that's one of the reasons, as a retired materials engineer, I stress taking your time, not just finding what fits, but really like the material as well. Like that's so important to me. And that's why you do hear me like talk a lot about the sleeves and like sweating. You will hear me talk about stuff being fitted versus a little more looser, because all of that ties into how a piece is going to make you feel. And if it's going to make you feel self-conscious and maybe you need body wear and you need to like contort your body, or you just feel naturally good in it and you feel like you can move and be yourself and breathe in it, that's just so like so important. Now for the bonus things, okay, these are just a couple of bonus, if I was starting my wardrobe all the way over, that I also would have to have. So I couldn't quite keep it to 10, but I have just a couple more things. The first one is gold jewelry. Okay, I love gold jewelry through and through and through. I've given silver a try. It don't look terrible. It's just not my favorite. And while I'm not like, my hardware must match to death now like I used to be. Like I used to literally not buy like bags or jackets if they didn't have gold zippers on them, which when I tell you that is hard. That is hard. But also understanding the devil's in the details, and those little things really do set off a fit. They really do, in my opinion. I know that to polish off my looks, even my more everyday looks, I do like to rely on a good hoop earring. I do like to rely on my go-to statement like rings. That for me is very much a part of my personal style and very much a part of my style that I would definitely need to like make sure I get a couple of pieces just to polish off the looks and then slowly build out my collection from there. So I'd have to have gold jewelry. The other thing I would absolutely have to get, okay, sunnies, some good statement sunnies. I am a sunglasses at night type girl, okay? So those sunglasses with the lighter frames that you can obviously wear when it's like bright outside, but you can also keep on inside and you're not like blind as a bat. I love those, okay? I love those. In fact, I do have to put you on to the latest pair that I found, because I am obsessed with these from Amazon, okay? And I really personally like the ones that have colored lenses, okay? Don't get me wrong. You can do brown, you can do black. The colored lenses to me though are such a fun way to add your personality back in. Like if they made these in pink and then in green, I would snatch them up so quickly. I am looking at the brown ones as well, just to have a more neutral style. But the orange ones, literally, I reach for with just about anything, because that to me is also, I really do think I want to add into being kind of like part of my statement style, part of like what people associate with me is just the fun sunnies. Like Jordan always has a pair of fun sunnies. They're always playful, they're always colorful. I really, really like that. I feel like that's just a fun way for me personally to interject my personality. So sunglasses is absolutely another thing, if I was having to start all the way over, would need to be included in my wardrobe. A couple of things I'm really hoping to leave you with. Please be picky, okay? You do not need to run out and buy everything on my personal list. Take this with a grain of salt. Find what works for you, what makes you feel amazing. And if you're really, really struggling with that, I really think that you're gonna find my entire playlist on how to improve your style really helpful. I go in depth on a couple of different things, from body type, how to really find your style without spending money, to empower you to find what works for you and what makes you not just look good, but feel good. And if you like videos like that, fashion, lifestyle, beauty, designed to help you find those things faster, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you do not miss a video from me. And thank you so, so much for watching, and I'll see you over there.